go. We're starting on Giant Robot Therapy Hour. That's right, we're going to be playing the Battletech. We're going to be shooting some giant robots, and we are playing the Deadliest catch, which is my own personal variant, wherein I try to go find king crab and collect parts so I can run a full lance of king crabs. To that end, I'm going to drop in on some pirates and see if we can't show them what for in order to get rid of them. All right. Oh, somebody is being repaired. Well, I guess that means I'm taking this guy out for a spin. We're all 10s across. It's a 4.5 skull drop, so we want to make sure one of the rookies gets some time in the cockpit. There we go. Looks great. Let's drop. So yeah, it's not a whole lot to report on. I don't know that I'm really gonna talk about a whole much of anything, but it's been a good week, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow and finishing it up. And I think we're just gonna do a nice relaxing run in Battletech, and there we go, and finish things out. How's everybody doing tonight? You know what I'm wondering is, I'm wondering if king crabs can never be owned by pirates, because this is episode 10 here of the Deadliest Catch, and I haven't found a single king crab. They tend to store. Were showing up in flashpoints, so that was good. But I haven't found one here. I don't know if it's because I'm doing random missions, or if it's because pirates can't have them. I mean, I find plenty of atlases. Like more atlases than I really sort of need or want. But I haven't found any crabs. Got crabs. I own crabs and some crab parts. I just need to fill out the lance. So far, that hasn't happened. Oh well, hope springs eternal. I need to think positive. I need to think, yeah, today's the day. Today's the day I find some king crab.
Yes, Commander. Location confirmed.
Coordinates received.
But I deserve it. I deserve the king crab. And look, we're down here. We're hunting for king crab. There's defensive turrets, it says. Is that the defensive turrets thing? No, it says there are defensive turrets, but I don't see the pylons they would be sitting on. And I kind of feel like I'd be close enough at this point, so we're going to slow things down. There it is.
Moving to position.
Oh, it's just sitting there on the ground, huh?
Standing by.
Any way I can get up there? And, no? Alright, well.
I've got a sensor lock.
Yeah.
We don't need to waste a Gauss rifle shot on a turret. That would be a bit of overkill. Probably shouldn't have used those ACs either. Ah, well, no biggie. Alright, keep moving up. There's still more turrets. There it is. expecting reinforcements to spring up because can't imagine this is going to be this easy. We've got 3 more turrets to go.
Waiting for orders.
I beat on both of them. Not this guy.
On the move.
Yep. Let's move.
Decker's got an ECM, and so he's sitting pretty. Alright, pair of AC-10s. How much damage can this thing take? Yeah, it can't take 80. So we will just nuke that turret. There we go.
Orders? Location
Yeah,
confirmed.
unfortunately I don't have a whole lot of like deep insight to offer anybody tonight. I had a dinner party last night where we talked some about, oh, you know, that I was at a friend's house for dinner last night. And
Copy that. Got a lock.
we were talking about content creation. So this might be interesting for folks. We talk about content creation, and it sort of turned from content creation in regards to video games
What do you need?
to just sort of, or content creation in terms of media, like your standard things like TV shows and whatnot, to video games. And
Done. What's
we kind of start off with like just talking in general about,
Yeah, Commander.
you know,
On my way.
Netflix and Hulu and those sorts of things.
Sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Interesting. Those are pretty close. And he made kind of an interesting statement that sort of kicked the whole thing off. And that was that basically that Netflix needed to figure out how to solve the problem of multiple users on one account. Which on the face of it does seem like it would be, you know, a problem, right? But you know, I kind of challenged him on that a little bit because actually, I think multiple users on one account for Netflix is probably not something that they even care about. Right? It's probably something that they don't think is a problem.
What's up, boss? On my way.
Because when you consider it, like all Netflix wants to do is get more users, and how much money they're able to spend on content is just a multiplication problem for them, right? Like they have costs, they know how, but they also know how many users they've got, and they know how much money each of the user pays every month, and so it's how much money they're allowed to spend on things. It's basically a multiplication problem for them. Right? They multiply the number of users by how much they've charged for a subscription, and that's it. So let's rewind a little bit. Let's talk about why companies like Apple and Netflix and Hulu, why these companies, even AT&T, like AT&T by HBO, why are they creating original content? Especially for like, think about AT&T, it's a phone company. Does it really make sense for them to have, you know, an arm of their company, you know, turning out shows, and what it really is AT&T probably doesn't view themselves or their revenue as being a phone company. They want to be. There's a 100-tonner. That might be my guy.
Waiting for orders.
They probably want to get people onto AT&T, and the way that and keep them there, and they're going to do that with a really strong value proposition. They're going to do that by people looking at AT&T and comparing it to T-Mobile or Verizon or whatever else, and saying, all right, which one is better? And you know what? The phone plan that offers you Game of Thrones, that's probably the better one. That's probably the better phone plan. That's probably the phone plan that people want to have. And so they're spinning up these content wings in order to make the sort of outrageous prices that they charge for their phone service seem not so outrageous and seem more attractive than their competitors. And don't get me wrong, AT&T is probably a fine service, but whatever. And it's the same thing with Netflix and Hulu and Apple, right? They're all in an arms race, sort of, to get people to come into their ecosystem, start paying them some money every month.
Commander? Roger.
And to then keep them there. And the investment that they make now, 100-ton mechs.
Good to go. Yeah. Attacking from position.
And so when you start building up this back catalog, like Netflix has been doing it for a long time, right? And Hulu has started doing it, and Apple is now doing it, and Amazon does it, and it makes it so that these
Commander?
value propositions, as they're called, are very strong.
Order received. Firing on multiple enemies.
Right, like a Netflix subscription looks better than a Hulu subscription because Netflix has the videos that you want, and they lock in exclusive content to make it so that you want that stuff even more. So you can get the SRMs on this guy. Yeah. Let's let this guy down. Right, you want to get those people locked in. You want them to say, "Hey, look, I'm on here, and I'm going to stay here forever," or I'm going to pay for a couple months and binge watch. That's fine too. They get some money, and it doesn't cost them anything more once they have the shows. Right, that's why you've always got these.
Waiting for orders.
That's why you get companies who buy the old back catalog of stuff. Yikes, that was a mistake. I have some people out in the open. Didn't pay attention to my ECM bubble. Oh, we'll pull them back now.
Location confirmed. Engaging with target.
So that kind of covers why these big tech companies are spending so much on content, right? They know that this content can bring people in. It's an investment for the future. It helps them build kind of a moat around their business, right? Because once you're Netflix and you've got that much content on your system, like if you spend $5-6 billion a year, you do that for 4 years, and now you've got 20 to $24 billion worth of content there, and it becomes more difficult for a new player to get in and catch up, which is why they're all spending this money at the same time. It's because they all look at it and say, oh, we're falling behind. If we don't keep up with these companies, we're going to be left behind. And once we're left behind, it would take us forever to catch up, and then we're really in trouble. So then on to why I think that Netflix doesn't really care about people sharing accounts. Rest those. They don't care about people sharing accounts because it's advertising. They'd much rather keep a whole family in as Netflix than to have the son go become a lifetime consumer of Hulu, right? Like, as long as he's on Netflix, he's going to stay on Netflix. But the minute he goes to Hulu, Hulu starts making more money, and then that's potentially a customer that you'll never get back. That you then have to now work to pull that kid off of Hulu and back onto Netflix, and nobody wants to do that. That's extra expensive. And they solve the problem a little bit too. Like, the incremental cost for one more device streaming is probably not that much. And so what do they do? They just limit things. They just make it so that you can't you can only stream to so many devices at a time. If you want to stream to an extra one, well, that costs you a little bit more. So you're paying for it. They know that you're streaming to multiple accounts, or you're sharing the account. They absolutely know, right? They know where IP addresses come from. So they know the physical, or generally the sort of physical location of a device, of a cell phone. Or a computer that's connected to Wi-Fi or something. That's not a mystery to them. Yep, there we go. 2 more atlases down. And they know it, and so, but they don't care because they want to keep you as a customer. They want to eventually get, like, you've had Netflix your whole life, you're going to keep having Netflix, right? They know this, and eventually that young college kid, or that college kid, well, not so young, but that college kid that graduates and finally gets some cash under their belt, you know what? They're going to wake up one day and decide, or get a phone call from their mother. They're going to say, you know what? I don't want Mom to know what I watch on Netflix. It's embarrassing. I don't want my mother looking over my shoulder. And so they're going to go get their own account. They're going to end up getting their own Netflix account because they want a little bit of privacy. They want privacy from the people who are close to them. So it's all going to happen. Right? Like eventually, it's sort of this really goes back to like the free to play model. I think, right? Like the free to play model for games is you can just use our service for free, and they kind of do if you're sharing accounts. They use the service for free, kind of. Like I said. We got 2 more. I mean, that's great. 2 more pirate missions. Let's do this. Going to the jungle. How much longer that's got to go. Alright, Swing is in the pilot seat there, so off we go. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, sort of like free to play. And the other thing it's like is the sort of the console, when the console competition started heating up back when Xbox or Microsoft first introduced the Xbox, right? When Microsoft first introduced the Xbox, tons of people thought it was going to be an abject failure. People couldn't believe that this fuddy-duddy grandpa Microsoft was going to get into something that's cool as video games, and they sort of wrote it off. And what did Microsoft do? They leveraged this enormous war chest of capital, money, just like Netflix and Hulu and all these other companies have, because of their high valuations. They leveraged that to buy their way into the video game market. And how did they do it? They did it with exclusive content. Advertising, I should guess, and exclusive content. I'm going to get to there. Oh, that's water. So I could, this is going to be a little bit boring for everybody, but we're going to slog it through the water all the way over there because I want to have my legs in the water, my neck legs in the water to bleed heat some more. Nowadays it's hard to imagine the video game industry without the Xbox in it. The thing's been through the thing's on its 3rd generation, probably has its 4th generation coming soon.
On the move.
But exclusive content is the way that they made people come in, and Sony did the same thing. Sony had exclusive content, and then Nintendo had all of their exclusive content, right? Like, it's a well-worn strategy for these companies to use exclusive content to boost their value proposition, right? If you wanted to play Halo, guess what? You had to buy an Xbox, right? If you wanted to play, let's go with my favorite, SOCOM US Navy SEALs, guess what? You bought an Xbox. Maybe not, or you bought a PlayStation. Maybe not because you wanted a PlayStation, but because that's the only place you could get that game, and lots of other games. That's why.
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Yikes. Ooh, they're behind me. Interesting. I'm gonna get sandwiched. Well, I don't want to get sandwiched. I want to be a mech sandwich. Yeah, I think this is the point where we actually
What do you need?
Ready for orders.
back off a little bit.
I've got a sensor lock.
Wow.
Sensor lock
Whoops. Yeah, that's bad.
Took a hard hit there.
I'm about to take a whole lot of shots on him
Copy that.
because he saw me.
Confirmed.
I'm in trouble because I got a whole lance shooting me in the back. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Ready for orders. Move order received. Giving them everything I got.
Hmm. I might be having a really bad day here. He might just get killed. One more. Wow, I can't believe. Alright, well, we need to back off that now.
Waiting for orders. Ready for orders. Heading out.
Now, I believe he can sensor lock and not break stealth.
Got a sensor lock.
I hope that's true. Yeah, stealth reduced is fine.
Yep. Orders?
Alright, well, this is me being in serious trouble. 4 there. 4 there. All biggins. I chose a poor way to solve this mission. That's what happened. I need him to stay alive. Oh, let's make them move up.
Yes, Commander. Locked on target.
Some of them can't shoot me if I keep my back.
Yep, boss. What do you need?
That's going to result in me getting back shot. all to pieces.
Nice. Got past the armor.
Okay, another one that wasn't able to shoot me.
Standing by.
Try to pop one of these guys out. That didn't do it. We are in trouble. We got way too many mechs on us. How's everyone doing tonight? You come to see all my crabs get shot to pieces? Because that's what's happening. We are in serious trouble here. If we don't start evening the odds.
Ooh, not much armor left in that location.
I chose the wrong path to go. I should have just sprinted out as soon as I could. But I didn't.
Yeah? Got it.
Alright, 2 shots. Try to finish it off. There we go.
That one's gone.
Well, 1 down, 7 to go. Should have vigilanced. That was a mistake not to put vigilance on him.
They don't like me at all.
Receiving you.
Let's see if I can. I can't see that right. What about this guy? Well, he's already been hit, and he's shot. And everything I've got can go into him. So maybe we can break him. Yep. Alright, 2 down. 6 to go.
Good to go. Location confirmed. Roger that.
Scratch the paint a little bit there. Now we're going to take some hits. We're going to start picking on him. That arm's going to get hurt.
I got an armor breach.
A sprint, can I get to somewhere to protect him? No. If I back up, all I can do is back up to there. If I back up here,
On my way.
this may be quite expensive mission if I start losing a bunch of parts. I have a decent number of low tech items on these guys. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's 6 enemies left. I wonder if I could just sprint. I don't think I have enough. There's too many of them to really just sprint away. Yikes.
Took a hard hit there.
Oof. Alright, lost my comm system. That's actually okay. I've got extras of those. That was the head, so I mean, nah, I can't afford to get shot in the back on this guy. Alright, so the question is, you're fine. You're not too hard to kill. 95. You shot, you're in cover. You're not even in cover, but poor to hits. Poor to hits probably mostly to do with getting shot in the head, but really poor job hitting there.
I'm here.
Alright, so your left side is almost gone. So we want to try to maximize
Roger.
this. Very good shooting.
Standing by.
I move up
Affirmative.
50, and that's 30 plus 30. I want to take less damage. I've taken 3 points of damage. I can afford this. This will help more than anything else. If I can land the shots. Alright, good. One more down.
That's a kill.
5 more mechs, 5 more enemies to go. Another big hit.
Oh, what's up, boss?
They still get to go, so I'm gonna pull you back here.
Move into position.
Yeah, you're not. I'm not knocking you down anytime soon, or you. I'm not gonna hurt you terribly much. You, I've got a chance of actually like doing some damage. So
Lock it on.
there we go. Put them round into the victor. Eesh. Yeah, this could be the end of Zombie Shakespeare. That's really bad. That's expensive. I had some good stuff in there. Now he's gonna get killed probably. Well, let's see if I can take this mission out. I can always reload. We'll see. Let's see how bad it is after we get through with this. That's pretty bad. Yep. Yeah, that thing is just about to die. Oh, that mech shut down. Well, that's fancy.
Commander.
How's this guy feeling? That's the victor that I put damage on. This Atlas is fine. This Banshee is, it's just a shooting gallery. This is awful.
Moving out.
I don't know. Now it's 4. That guy's shut down.
Standing by.
We're going to ignore him for now.
Copy that.
15, 20, 1200, 1200. Single Banshee. AC5, PPC. None of this is great. Well, if we look at him, he's got 275. We look at him, Banshee's got more. So that's precision strike. It'd be awesome because he's got slightly less center armor and we can maybe kill him a little bit faster.
Battletech power-up detected.
Yeah, he woke up. Stand up. Wow, look at all those cool weapons that just got blown up.
Battlemech operational.
Battletech operational. That's a joke if I ever heard one.
Engaging target.
I don't know if I'd call that Battletech operational. That's okay. I'd call that Battletech
Armor breached.
a target. Not real sure about those AC-10s. If there's if ever double heat sinks in those locations, I'll be kind of miffed. This guy is the one that's almost got his center torn out, so we're gonna drop everything into him. Just try to finish off that CT. We did not do it. It's okay.
Target's taken a critical hit.
We'll get there. There we go. I wonder if he's dead, because that's my main guy. Oh man. Then he pulled off a leg.
Stabilizers failed.
I don't think I might have had a double heat sink in the leg.
You bastard!
I guess we'll find out.
Good to go. Position confirmed.
I don't need all this stuff just to kill him. Just that should be fine. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Mech destroyed.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Darklight, stand up. What was there? Anything? Yeah, there was a double heat sink. That's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world.
Ready for action.
Let me make sure try to make sure my right side's a little more protected. And between these two, this guy's got a lot, and this guy's got a lot. So yeah, he's got cover. So we're gonna put shots into here. Start
Here we go.
pulling off this guy's center torso. Well, now I lost the torso portion. That is a whole bunch of very nice loose tech gear. So we might be reloading after this.
Multiple enemies locked in.
But I'm so curious if I can win. I've got 2.5 mechs versus 3 at this point. And I'm pretty damaged. Pretty tore up. Yeah, I just really chose the wrong direction to go. I should have sprinted away as soon as those reinforcements popped up instead of trying to...
Ready for orders.
Well, the good news is that this sniper guy is basically at full health now. He's missing one half of his. Might precision strike this guy. See if we can just core him out. Nope, not if you miss. Well, I guess we only needed 2 hits to do it. Yikes.
Commander,
Hello, Battlemaster.
firing.
Yikes, 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 yikes. That's gonna be the center.
Damn it! I took one.
Yeah, there's the Gauss gone. Gauss gun gone.
Yeah, Commander. Position confirmed.
Yeah, it just goes to show sometimes you thought you had a good idea. Like I thought staying in the water and going into that would be a good idea, but turns out it was a horrible idea. It put me right into a valley pinch point and I just got blowed up. Awful times. Awful, awful times. Well, we're down to 2-on-2. Now we're down to 2-on-1.
Hostile removed.
Waiting for orders.
Dropping 1 LRM-20 into him.
I'm at a long-range missile.
It's go time.
Alright, well, we sort of turned it around a little bit, maybe? I don't know. In theory, I won this fight. But, you know, that is really in theory only.
Confirmed.
Because what I have lost in this fight greatly exceeds what I have won.
Good.
Orders? On the move.
How much is left? 40? Alright, we only need to land 1 shot, so you did not do it. Alright,
Yes, Commander. Firing. Full combat.
there we go. This should do it. Alright, well, this was a disappointing end to the evening, I gotta say.
One less target.
Just the way I like missions to go. Simple with the fat pit. Yeah, no. No, that was not how we like missions to go. That was the exact opposite, in fact, of how we like missions to go. Alright, well. Healing. Well, nobody died, but we lost some LRM ammo. That's not so bad. Here, the double heat sinks, the 4 double heat sinks are not good. The the pair of ER lasers also not good. The thing that hurts the most is the Gauss rifle, because I think there's only 1 of those in the game. Well, there's 2 if you do one of the flashpoints right, but I didn't. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to go lick my wounds a little bit. And not. I'm just going to go reflect, think about what I've done, think about how I have failed as a mech commander. And figure out how I'm going to recover, what I'm going to do. Wow. Well, okay. Oh, it's just a game. So I might reload. Actually, I might reload it before I actually went on this mission. Try it a different way. I don't really like how that went out. I don't really like that making one mistake sort of ruined everything, but it's okay. I'm gonna go mess around and decide what I want to do with this, and in the meantime, yeah. In the meantime, everyone be cool, have a good night, and enjoy yourself.